Hey y'all, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my process and how I work because it's unusual and I think it's really fun. I shared a reel earlier about me working on this piece and I said that it's a remastered piece. And so I wanted to explain what I mean when I say I remaster these works. So because my art is part of my inward, it's part of my contemplative, my inward process. So I really enjoy working with tools that are big enough for me to just sit at my desk, right? But I also very much crave to work bigger. So what I do is I create a piece. So I want to show you. This is the piece I made by hand at my desk. And you can see it's got all these precious metals. It's got copper and gold. And I go in and I just want to point out, this is not like splashes of paint. These are individual dots. Everything I do is, I don't really know if that's focusing well enough, but it's a very contemplative process. And when I use dots for me means pure potential. And so when I speak in circles, I mean the container, the thing that can hold a thing. And so I use code in everything that I do. So all my colors mean something. So let me give you a little code on this one. Black, anytime you see in my work that I use the color black or black brown, it means I am safe. In a spiritually, beyond the physical plane, as a whole being, I am safe to then create and to then take the life journey I want to take, right? And then pure potential. So this piece is called Primordial Solution. This is like the juice of a world that I believe we can create together, which is my way of talking about it is through this art, and I'm just now learning how to speak about it. It's very exciting. So here's how my process works. I have had to because of life, but I really choose not to sell my originals if I can. The ones that are done by me by hand, because I see these one day living together in a collection in a museum or something. Because this is medicine for the world the way I see it. And so it's a funny thing to say, so I'm still learning how to talk about it. But here's my process. I took this to the best place you can go to get anything scanned in Nashville, which is Chromatics. Mwah. I love you, Chromatics. They do a beautiful job. And so it's the highest quality scan I can get. Then I get it printed either on a canvas. Now, because it's been scanned at such a high quality, I can get the piece made to a size I want to work with, right? So look. So this is the piece the way I did it the first time. But when I remaster, I go back in, but now because it's bigger, my tools do another different layer of work. They can go in more refined, and I can kind of I can work the magic of that piece and be present with it. So what's cool about this one, I have this ruler in front here to show you. This is 44 inches by 33 inches. And that I've rendered this once before and it came out completely differently because it's a different process. And the previous time I did it on canvas, and I loved working on canvas, but this is actually a piece, it's like a board that floats off the wall. And this piece, it floats off the wall. And I had it printed on this very reflective material, which is really great for photography. This is all an experiment. I'm learning, right? So what I found was that I loved the reflection that happens in the body of it, but I didn't like seeing the reflection in the black part. So for this remastering, I'm focusing on what I can do in the dark. And so I'm going to show you. So what this piece is going to have in it that the others don't have, because this is a new version of me that's coming through this piece, right? This has a high reflexivity, like reflectiveness here. But I work in a lot of my pieces, you'll notice I work black on black or white on white, where there's things in there. If you miss it, you miss it. It's okay. But if you catch it, it's really fun. It's because it's like whispering, right? You don't whisper and everybody hears it. You whisper, and if whoever is, it's meant to, whose ever ear I'm whispering, they'll find it, right? So this piece is going to have aspects of that because I'm playing with this sort of, well, I'm playing with the notion of safety. This is a way for me, like when I notice myself in a piece leaning really hard, this one, I leaned a lot harder into the blues. I'm going to light this a little brighter so you can see. Let's see if that's too bright here. I'm gonna just, oh dear. Yeah, I hope that's focused. I don't have my glasses on. So you can see that there's this reflection that happens all on the planet, you can see. And then in this darkness, let's see if we can show it. I have to find a way to make it focus. There's all kinds of stuff happening. It's quite fun. It's quite exciting to create this way. And so this piece is perhaps spoken for. Someone is communicating with me about this one. So this one may not be available. However, my favorite way to work is to connect with someone, like if they would like a remastered piece, and if I can know, instead of remastering a bunch of pieces and just selling them, I prefer the idea of joining together with a person's intention. Let's say they're going to put this in their new home. They're about to get married, right? Or this is a gift for someone getting married, or this is a gift for a child being born, or a birthday, or like whatever occasion this thing is for, or whatever person it is created for. I love knowing that person and knowing their story. Or this, like I had a mom and daughter who were going out on their own, newly single mom, and she wanted a piece that would hold space for her in her living room and one for her daughter. And so when I'm remastering this, I'm like sending them blessings through the portal of this piece right to them, for them to have safety to emerge into the world, into a new chapter of themselves, you know? So that's what I really love doing. And so I'm grateful to get to show you this. And you can look at the little reel of me working on it. But so anyway, that's what I mean when I say I remaster pieces, and I remaster them in a really personal and very satisfying for me kind of way, and hopefully satisfying for you too. So if that's something that sounds good to you, something you'd be interested in, let me know. Reach out.